Welcome back to the 2006 Pride FC collection set. Today we have 10 cards. I just did the research on them right now, so it's fresh in my mind. Let's just go ahead and let's bang one out. So the first card we got is a promo card. It's promo 7. It's from the Osaka Dome during the 2006 Grand Prix. The strange part is the picture there in the middle is Mauricio Shogun Hua, who didn't fight on this event. It was just the first round, 7 fights, and then plus the alternate because they were going to give Fedor a bye, and it ended up being Vanderlei Silva. So I guess Fedor had a hand injury. Who knows if that's legit? It might have been contract. I'm not sure. But anyways, that's the promo 7 from the 2006 Grand Prix. All right, next, let's go ahead. And in the background, you can kind of see his crotch. That is Randleman. We'll get to him in a little bit. Here's Mark Hunt, base card, card number 51. Mark didn't fight in that 2006 tournament, or he did fight in it, and he fought TK. And he kind of bloodied TK up. I think he stopped him in the second round. He ended up losing to Josh Barnett. Mark had his ups and downs in Pride. He had a career. His career wins were over Vanderlei Silva, Crow Cop, TK, and then he had some losses to Yoshida, Barnett, and Fedor. Next, we have, trying to give a card from each subset. Here's Mark Coleman, silver, facsimile, auto. This is card number 134. And Mark started off in Pride 1-1, and then he entered the 2000 Grand Prix, and he won that, of course. And then after that, he didn't do much. He lost to Fedor twice. He lost to Crow Cop. He did have a win over Shogun, but it was kind of like a freak injury. So there's Mark Coleman in the silver. I used to have the gold, but I sold it. You know, I had some of the cards I'm missing. I had a bunch of them. I had to sell them because, well, I needed the money. The money's more important. And I'll sell these too if I have to. I mean, they're cards at the end of the day, but they're pretty cool cards. Anyways, here's next is card 111, Gomi and Pulver. And on the back, it says that Gomi said that he made a dangerous bet to challenge Pulver in his boxing game, but he won on a KO. I don't remember this one ever going to the ground. It seems like it was a pretty high-level striking match. I haven't seen it probably in a few years, but going off memory, it was high-level striking, and I think Gomi beat him on a KO. But it was a great fight. Next, I kind of call Marco Crow Cop the Heartbreak Kid. Oh, let me move these for a second. My notes changed, but I'm going to change the page. Okay, card 67, Big Nog and Crow Cop. What a fight. Crow Cop kind of took it to him the first round. And the second round, Nogueira he made that commitment. I got to get this guy to the ground. And he got him to the ground, and very quickly, he got him in the armbar. And it was tough as a Crow Cop fan. Crow Cop had a couple of those types of fights where, oh man, he can win this fight against Fedor. Very tough fight, but eventually Fedor kind of took control of that fight. But Crow Cop definitely had his moments in that fight. And like I said, in this fight against Nogueira, he dominated the first round. Next, the man in the back, Kevin Randleman. This is card 18. Kevin went 4-7 in Pride, but he did start out 3-0 before he fought Rampage, and Rampage knocked him out with a knee. Then a couple fights later, he did beat Krokop in the 2004 tournament. And then he lost 4 straight. So kind of ups and downs of Kevin Randleman. That's kind of his whole career, even in the UFC. But he was a great fighter, despite his somewhat average record. He fought a lot of top competition. And here we go. Card 10. Wanderlei Silva, probably the face of Pride. Many years he was the reigning middleweight champion. He had a record of 22-4-1 in Pride. Yeah, he did face some tomato cans, or maybe they weren't tomato cans, they just weren't on the championship type level. But Pride loved having Japanese fighters fight for the championship, even though they knew they were going to lose. So they helped Wanderlei quite a bit with his record, but even though he was helped out, he still was one of the greatest. He probably was the face of Pride. Let's see. Oh, and he's 22-4-1. 2 of those losses were to heavyweights. So basically, he was 22-2-1. Well, his no contest was Gilbert Ivel, so that was a heavyweight. So really middleweight, he was 22-2. Not too bad. All right, a few cards left. Henderson versus Yuki Kondo. I don't remember this fight that well. The back said, it was a tight fight. Henderson won in a decision. I think this was 2003 Grand Prix. No, it wasn't. I'm not sure. This was obviously, it's a sparkle card, so it's a shockwave. So 12-31-5. Let's see. I don't have many notes of this. Except for this card was in an SGC 9.5. When they sent it, the corner was all busted. They said they were going to take care of me, but, I never got to it. So I just, the other day I was like, I'm just going to take it out. I've kind of got to the point where I don't like my cards in the SGC holder. I like them better in these holders. Plus, these holders are so much clearer. Like, they look so much better in these holders. Anyways, don't really remember that match that much. Same with this one. This is a beautiful picture. Giant Silva and James Thompson. That's 2005 Shockwave. All these sparkles are Shockwave cards. Silva looks like he is stoned. So he must have took a nice wallop. And then the last card, if you're still here, which probably not, I'm talking to myself. Tamura and Yoshida. This is 2003 Grand Prix. Do I have any notes on this? Forgot some of the card numbers. This is 64. Tamura did great with the leg kicks, and then finally Yoshida got him down. And I don't remember if he actually tapped out or Yoshida got him in a choke and choked him out. I don't remember, but I do remember Tamura using leg kicks and outstriking Yoshida. And finally, Yoshida made it a ground game and won. But that card right there, I don't know if it's showing up or not, but some of these cards, they're a little bit blurry. Especially it seems like the best bout cards, but this one, very clear, very beautiful looking card. Anyways, that's going to do it. See you next time.